Oh, Hanukkah, oh, Hanukkah, let's light the menorah. Let's have a party. We'll all dance the hora. 3, 4. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Dreidel to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night, they share this sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night, they share this sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One more time. Oh, Hanukkah, Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Dreidel to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night, they share the sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night, they share the sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Look at all these people. Full house, full house. Just kidding. Hi, welcome to the Blass Hanukkah Hour. Here we go. I'm feeling pretty great. I got latkes on my plate. I love this holiday. I love this holiday. And Kislev is the date. Lighting candles 1 through 8. And a new one every day. I love this holiday. I'm spinning dreidels, onions and potatoes. Coming to my table, smells so good, saying it's gonna be a night. 'Cause we're counting up to 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. 60 BCE, lived Judah Maccabee, and his army was on fleek. And yeah, they beat the Greeks. Supply of oil wasn't great, but a miracle took place, and it burned for 8 whole days. Burned for 8 whole days. December, take time to remember, with 4 Hebrew letters, spinning round, saying it's gonna be 8 nights. 'Cause we counted up to 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. And these latkes taste so great, 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 great. It's how we celebrate, great, 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 great. It's Hanukkah, Hanukkah. We gotta dreidel out of clay, 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 clay. When it's ready, I will play, 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 play. It's Gimel night, hey, 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 hey. Mazel tov, mazel tov. Hey, hey, hey. You don't celebrate Christmas? Heck yeah! You should be thinking about the miracle of lights and the story of the Maccabees. Hey! Spin a nun and you don't get none. If you land on a shin, then you put one in. If you land on a hay, you could have the total pay. If you get a little gimel, then you take. Whoa! Hey! We are singing off of rain. This is how we celebrate, rain. Hanukkah, Hanukkah. And the candle's gonna burn. And the dreidel's gonna turn. And the lessons you will learn. Hanukkah, Hanukkah. Hanukkah, Hanukkah. Hanukkah, Hanukkah. Hanukkah, Hanukkah. Hanukkah, you know it. Hey! Hanukkah, Hanukkah. Hanukkah, Ready? Hanukkah, Hanukkah. Hi, what's up, everybody? My name is Shayna Blass. Welcome to the Blass Hanukkah Hour. Yeah, woo! I was so happy when the Kennedy Center called me and they said, we want to do a Hanukkah show and we think you'd be perfect for it. And I was like, okay, well, Barbara Streisand wasn't available. I get it. You could just say that. That's fine. So, and I came all the way from Brooklyn to do this Hanukkah show, so you know it's authentic. All right. So, I'm going to spend this next 45 minutes talking about this mysterious holiday. What is it? Why do we celebrate it? How do you spell it? So, I know we all here, we've seen the Rugrats Hanukkah movie, but there's probably 3 things you definitely know about Hanukkah. So we'll start with the dreidel. Yes, you know that wooden top you spin for milk chocolate that looks like gold coins. It seems like a harmless game, right? It's not. It's not. No, I mean, first off, gold coins, really? That's not doing the stereotype any favors, okay? And also, on one hand, it is, it's teaching our children a lesson about risk management, but on the other hand, it's pretty much encouraging a gambling addiction for your entire family. We're going to get like a timeshare in Las Vegas, which I kind of understand because Gaga does have a show there right now. In the shadows. See, I could be in that movie. Okay, second thing you probably already know about Hanukkah are the presents. That's right, we get 8 whole days of presents. That sounds amazing, right? Well, it's not. Okay, Christmas is 1 day of presents. Christians, you get maybe 1 Apple Watch, you get 1 bread maker, but Jews, we get 8 pairs of socks. That's a lot for the whole season. And look, I mean, 8 days is a long time. Imagine all the excitement, the anticipation, the wrapping paper in 1 day, Christmas morning. Now you have to spatula that out into 8 whole days. You can't have 8 jaw-dropping surprises. It's just not possible to keep up that level of enthusiasm. I mean, the first night of Hanukkah, always the biggest gift. You're so excited. You're running around screaming. Your bubby is taking pictures. You're making laps around the futon because you got the present you wanted, the newest edition of your favorite game, Sims 14. But then after that, it's just all downhill from there. So you get all these filler presents. You get like batteries or a sweater vest or those tiny little towels that are wrapped up really tight with the plastic wrap. And then when you unwrap them, you put a little water in them, and then they grow to the size of a beach towel. I know I'm the only one obsessed with the Dollar Tree. I get it. Okay. Okay, so the third thing you probably already know about Hanukkah is latkes! Ding, 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 ding! That man gets free gelt back there. Just kidding, I didn't bring any. I mean, how can we talk about Hanukkah without talking about latkes, right? It's just, when you say the word, you just smell your mother burning them on a December Saturday morning. I mean, I love that. I love that latkes are our culinary star vehicle for the holiday, right? I mean, I asked my Christian friends here, what are you making for the holidays? I get this huge long list of these delicious treats. They're like, oh, we're gonna have mulled wine, and then a beef Wellington, and then gingerbread cookies for dessert. What are you doing? And I'm like, well, we make hash browns. So that's pretty much what they are. We're not fooling anyone. And how did we even get latkes for Hanukkah? Was there a secret meeting of rabbis at the Silver Diner? Did the rabbis in charge of holiday marketing meet for breakfast one morning just to suss out all the things about Hanukkah? You know, they had the 8 days, they had the presents, they had the Bible story, and now we got to figure out what they're going to eat, because, if we're going to have a Jewish holiday, we got to figure out what we're going to eat. Okay, so they were rabbis were sitting there, and the main rabbi was like, the Gentile children, they make Santa cookies. What are our children gonna make? And then there was Rabbi Morty was sitting there. He was really anxious. He really wanted to contribute. And it's kind of funny because Rabbi Morty was only there because he's Rabbi Adam's cousin, sister's brother once removed, but he's the only one with the car, so we had to pick up all the other rabbis in the morning because they didn't want to get on the bus on a Tuesday morning, so it's like a whole thing. Okay, so anyways, so the rabbis were sitting there, right? And the main rabbi was like, look, our Jewish children are going to have some memories about cooking one type of symbolic food. I mean, we're losing horribly to Christmas right now. What's it going to be, fellas? And Rabbi Morty was sitting there. He was really, really anxious. And he looked down on his plate, and he saw this pad of Land O'Lakes butter. And he just shouted, Lake does! Latkes! The main rabbi was like, latkes? Okay, I like that. It sounds Polish. So what are these latkes? What are these latkes gonna be made out of, huh? And Rabbi Morty, he was, I'm looking around the restaurant trying to come up with something, and he sees a woman in the back of the kitchen. She's shredding a vegetable, and he goes, potatoes! They can be made out of potatoes. The main rabbi's like, potatoes, huh? All right, well, I guess Jews can find potatoes anywhere in this country. That's fine. We're going to pay potatoes. So how are we gonna connect this, Rabbi Morty? How are we gonna make these latkes? You said, okay, latkes out of potatoes. What does that have to do with Hanukkah? And so Rabbi Morty, he was really started to sweat, and he was like, well, they can, and he looked across the street and he saw Mike's Mechanic Shop and free oil change on a sign. Oil! We will fry them in oil to commemorate the menorah oil. So all the rabbis were looking at him now. 5 sets of eyes just blankly staring at him with furrowed brows, and then finally the main rabbi said, Okay, that works. So we got oil, we got potatoes, and we got latkes. And that's why we make latkes every year. That is a true story. Okay, now I'm sure there's a whole thing about the sour cream and the applesauce, but we don't have time for that. You paid like $1,000 for a come from away ticket, so I'm gonna keep it going. But there's some really great things about Hanukkah. I mean, and especially this year, because Hanukkah happens to be on the same week as Christmas. Starts on Sunday, right? Very good for us, so we don't really have to compete, as hard this year. And usually Hanukkah starts like right after Thanksgiving, so we have no time to breathe. So, usually, Christmas Eve for Jewish children goes like this. Christmas night, lonely night, nothing to do, for I am a Jew. Christians sing carols all night and all day. I snack on stale guilt and sing jingle all the way. This feeling of isolation will be a recurring theme throughout my life. Lonely night, soul-crushing night, not even allowed to put up a few lights. Mom found my ornaments and threw them away. Dad found my Christmas tree and threw it away. Then they made me watch Schindler's List. They made me watch Schindler's List. Okay, so that's a little bit of an exaggeration from my house. But look, I mean, did I have decorations at my house growing up? Sure, yeah. We had the stickers of the Dreidel on the windows, and we always had the popsicle sticks that were shaped like the Star of David, that were caked in blue glitter, so those just glitter until March all around my house. And do we have lights in the house? Yeah, we had lights, but they had to be blue and white, of course. And did we ever have a tree? I get that all the time. Did you ever have a Christmas tree? No! Get out of here with the frickin' Christmas tree. Of course we didn't have a Christmas tree. Also, I feel like having a Christmas tree is a lot of work, and I just don't want to do that. But I didn't feel left out, really. I mean, I liked being the only Jew on my block. I felt a little bit different. I liked having my own family traditions, and I mean, we probably have some of the same family traditions, too. The 1 out of 8 nights, we had all the family over to my house to sing and talk and eat, and it was so much fun. And at that point, I could perform one of my cabaret acts I've been working on all year. Finally, all eyes were on me. Okay, but now you gotta make it Jewish. 1, 2, 1, 2. Makes more sense. Hanukkah, Hanukkah, it's that time of year. No Santa Claus, no reindeer sleigh, more Manischewitz here. Hanukkah, Hanukkah, watch the dreidel spin. My grandma yells during the game, it's shit, you put one in. Dashing through the house, the cousins came to play. Schmutz all down my blouse, schwitzing all the way. Even though there's food from Mom cooking all day. Everything needs salt, let's just say she's no Rachel Ray. Oi, Hanukkah, Hanukkah, all the food is oily. That's probably why every year my mom gets 8 new doilies. Hanukkah, Hanukkah. We schmooze, we laugh, we eat, we cry on bagels, we like schmear. We just like the Jewish version so much, we wanted to play it a little bit more. Look at my cute little box of water. Give it up for Box Water. I love this audience. They'll clap for anything, really. All right. So another one of my favorite times of the year was when my mother used to come to my elementary school class and teach about Hanukkah. And she would make latkes and talk to the whole class. And there were so few Jews at my elementary school. I love that she came in and shared our culture a little bit. And I mean, I also looked really cool because I was the daughter of the woman who was feeding everybody. So everybody wanted to sit at my table on Latke Day. Yeah, felt really special. And I always opted for the task of dolloping the sour cream, which is obviously far superior to applesauce. Gross. Yeah, sorry. It's my show, so I can say it. So no one could jazz up a potato like Stacey Rose Blass. She always brought her own griddle, but the problem is she tended to get a little distracted. Hi, class. How are you? You look absolutely terrific. Honestly, you do. Hi, I'm Stacey Rose Blass. I'm Shayna's mother. And today, we're going to make latkes. All right, everyone, repeat after me. Chag Hanukkah Sameach. Okay, let's try that one more time. Really get in the back of the throat there. Chag Hanukkah Sameach. Okay, we tried. All right, that is what we say this time of year. That is our Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. So today we're going to make a very special treat called latkes. It was a very traditional recipe made up by rabbis over breakfast 100 years ago. I'm going to teach you how to make them today. So we're going to shred some potatoes and fry them in oil to commemorate the oil that lasted for 8 whole days. 8 whole days. Can you imagine? 8 whole days. I can't stop my Shayna from smooching her Lance Bass poster for more than 8 minutes, let alone 8 days. Can you imagine? Oh, he seems like such a nice boy. So we're going to have 2 condiments on our latkes as well. For our hot latkes, on our hot latkes, I like that, huh? That hot latkes, that's what I'm going to call my punk band, huh? Hot latkes. I'm going to play guitar. Okay, so what was that? Did you have a question out front? Oh, why do we celebrate Hanukkah? Oh, that is such a good question. I knew I put Shayna in a smart class. So, kids, Hanukkah is the most important religion. Let me do that again. Kids, they're archiving this. Kids, Hanukkah is the most important holiday in the Jewish religion. And here is how the story goes. I'll tell you the story of how it began. The Jews in the desert, everyone tan, in a distant land, far, far away. Actually, Shayna, that reminds me, we're going away this weekend, and we got to talk to your cousin about looking after the dog, because last time we left it with the neighbors, and the dog came back with horrible breath and worms. I mean, how do you get worms after 2 days of the... I'm sorry. I'm getting a little distracted. Let me take it from the top, kids. Here is the story of Hanukkah. Okay, fellas, let's go.
2, 3, 4.
I'll tell you the story of how it began. The Jews reading the Torah, big fans, in a distant land, far, far away. Moses exclaimed, "Let my people go." No,
no, that's the other story. That's right. No, that's the Easter one. Right. But I know that story a little bit better. Maybe I should just no, you know what? You kids should know the story of Hanukkah. All right. I'm going to sing this song for real this time. Making you proud, Shayna. Here we go, boys.
2, 3, 4.
I'll tell you the story of how it began. The Jews lived in the desert without a doorman in a distant land far, far away. Oh God, the latkes are burning. Here is the 100% absolutely true story of Hanukkah. In the beginning, Egypt, it was hot, but not like Boca Raton hot, like for real hot, like dry heat, which is better for my hair. It was sunny, but it was fierce. I don't know why I had that part in. So Jews were having trouble with their neighbors, but what's new, you know? The one thing we know about the Jews from back then, they effing loved candles. We're talking Yankee Candle. We're talking braided wick. And the top scents of their day was eucalyptus, pyramid, and camel poop. So at some point in this Hanukkah story, there was a horrible king named Antiochus, or Antiochus. I don't know really how to say it, so let's just call it Annie for short. So King Annie was like, I don't like these candle-loving Jews. I don't understand what's going on with all that Torah stuff. King Annie Cuscus sent an army into the villages to set up altars. He decreed that studying the Torah and resting on Sabbath was a crime punishable by death. T.T. Gus, why? Don't be so moody. So now the Jews had to, what? Worship Greek gods? How trite. How overplayed. Suddenly, all the temples were filled with idols. Gasp. That better be a mirage. Not with this entourage. Because we're a davening barrage, and we don't want no Greek gods. Don't want no Greek gods in my temple. Take your Athena, 'cause I got my Shema. Don't want no Greek gods in my temple, 'cause I only worship one Lord, and that's Hashem. Hercules isn't even hot, and Zeus is a creep. He had 7 wives, and that's just too much for me. So take your Greek gods and let me be, 'cause I only worship one Lord, and that's Hashem. Don't want no idols in my temple, no carved images or sacred pillars. Don't want no idols in my temple, 'cause we actually don't know what our God looks like. Really, actually we don't. We're not allowed to have pictures of our God, and the only time we see God is like a beam of light, which is also super hot. We won't stop our Jewish ways, 'cause they're all we've got. We only eat the kosher meat, we rest on Shabbat. So take your Greek gods and let me be, 'cause I'm not worshiping no idols. No, 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 no. And your togas are creepy. So the Jews had no choice. They had to go to battle. The Jews had no choice. They had to go to battle, okay? They couldn't study the Torah. They had to worship Greek gods. And even worse, King Antiochus decreed that all Chinese restaurants were closed on Christmas Eve. It was time to fight. That is enough. So leading the battle was this haughty, McSteamy Judah Maccabee, played by all three of the Hemsworth brothers. Right, honey? Okay. So, as the legend goes, he gathered 300 of his men into battle. Lean, bronze, and bearded, they set off into the desert. I mean, these Maccabees, they had muscles from jaws to toes, just under the sun, walking to defend the Torah. Can you imagine anything more hot? Literally, probably not. Ooh, so good, just sweating and oily, all oiled up. No wonder we ran out of oil.
Shayna?
Huh?
They're documenting this. Could you just try to stick to the script, please?
Yeah. So, against all odds, the Maccabees won the battle. Yes! Who says Jews aren't athletic? Yes! We literally won one battle, honey. Yes, Maccabees slay, literally slayed people. So, after the big battle, everybody went back to their village, and they found that their temple was destroyed. And the golden candelabra that had provided light for their sacred space was stolen. So they went to work rebuilding the temple. We rebuilt the second temple. We rebuilt the second temple. We rebuilt the second temple. And now we need light. The treasured candelabra, whose 8 branches symbolize knowledge and creation and the ability to see after 5 p.m., was rebuilt. Meanwhile, the warriors' wives gathered at the temple. Hi, ladies. Thank you so much for meeting me here. Ugh. How are your husbands doing? I know. Mordecai is getting on my last nerves. I mean, he doesn't listen to me anymore. What? You come back from one war and you're a hero? Huh? I mean, okay. All right. You go and you punch 3 enemies, but I stay home with our 17 children, and that means nothing. Ugh. I mean, I asked him to clean up around the tent, and now he's too good for that. I asked, can you walk the camel? I asked him to walk the camel 1 time, and I get an earful about how he and Judah were fighting the enemies for 3 whole days. First of all, that man can't battle for 3 whole days. He has to eat for every 15 minutes, okay? What is there, like a deli in the sand dunes? Ugh, get out of here with that, okay? And I said to him, Mordecai, do not come back here with blood on your clothes, okay? That was the one ask I had. We are out of detergent. We've been rationing for the war. And of course, he doesn't listen to me. No, but honestly, we're very proud of Mordecai. Yes, he's a huge asset to our community. It's been really hard. But ladies, look, we have a bigger problem. Our golden candelabra, our menorah was stolen. We had to go to Ace Hardware and get some scrap metal and make a new one to reignite the flame of our Lord. And look, between you and me, I forgot to get oil. Okay, I mean, I didn't even realize until we walked 3 days all the way back to the tents. And you know how this town gossips, so if we could just keep that between us, I would really appreciate that. But so now we only have enough oil for 1 whole day. All right, ladies, Rebecca, Leah, Sarah, Ruth, Abigail, Miriam, Bathsheba, gather round. Let's light the candle. Gather. Ooh, let's light the menorah. We have have enough oil for just one day. Ooh, let's light the menorah. We have enough oil for just one day. And then a miracle. The women woke up the next morning and the flame was still burning.
3, 4, day 2.
Ooh, the light in the menorah, it's still burning after 2 days. Ooh, the light in the menorah, this is probably it. We're lucky we had one extra day.
Day 3.
Oh, the light in the menorah, the flame is still burning for 3 whole days.
Day 4.
Oh, the flame is still burning. We had enough oil for 4 days. This is probably it.
Day 5.
Oh, the light is still burning. We have the light in the menorah. Now, how is this happening?
Day 6.
Oh, on day 6, we stand in the light, so transfixed. Oh, that oil is still burning. Hey, we got 6 days. Let's celebrate. Good job, oil.
Good job, oil.
This is lit.
This is lit.
We have light.
We still have light.
We have light.
Good job, oil. Day 7.
Oh, on day 7, we had enough oil. This is a really high key. Oh, the light in the menorah. The light in the menorah. That was a little too high for me to sing. Yeah, 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 yeah. That was a good song. We're good. Woo! All right.
I'm so sorry. What's going on?
Well, we did the Miracle of Light song that we worked on.
We did 7/8 of the Miracle of Light song. There's 7 days of Hanukkah. It's the 7th day of the menorah. We did
I
7
think we
days.
did. No, we did 8.
We did 7 days. I've been counting them out. You guys have heard, right? 7 days. We have an 8th day. We have one more key change.
We have to do one more key
We
change.
have one more key change. You have to go up higher. Option up.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Day 8.
Oh, the light in the menorah. We had enough oil for 8 whole days. Hey, we had a miracle of light. The oil lasted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, we have light in the menorah. Hey, there's the miracle of light. Miracle of light. This is Hanukkah. 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 This is the miracle of light. Oh my God. 8 key changes. I don't know how Beyonce does it. So the menorah burned for 8 stressful, dimly lit days. And I have to say, there must have been some complaints, or as we call, kvetching. And on that day, in that temple, the word kvetching was born. 4,000 years before the rest of the Yiddish language. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm sure there's some stuff that happens after the battle, but I can't really keep track of it. Okay, I have my own life to keep track of, all right? But that's our Hanukkah story, you know? And everything I said may or may not be true, but you cannot sue me because I'm in the union. So, but and for real, at Hanukkah, I mean, you know, it's a holiday, and it's basically an excuse to get all the family together. And it's a nice story. It's a good excuse to give a gift, you know. And a gift doesn't have to be anything fancy. It doesn't have to be a new car or a waffle maker or a wig for your Alexa. It can just, even though that sounds cute, and I might copyright that. It can just be something small, just the gift of being together, just you all being here tonight, sharing some theater, and sharing my Hanukkah story. So, with that, we have one more song for you. This is called The Little Torah Boy. Oy, 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 oy. We had a crazy battle, oy, 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 oy. This story actually happened after they wrote the Bible. Oy, 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 oy. But Jewish American children can now have some cheer. Presents are here, nothing to fear. I don't feel competitive with Christmas, no, not at all. This holiday definitely wasn't invented for that, no, not at all. Don't think we still won't use that Macy's coupon. I have 6 kids wrapping presents till dawn. So you can keep your Santa, Rudolph, and elves. We'll just be over here enjoying ourselves. Sure, you have trees and lights and holiday songs, but we have Mrs. Maisel on Amazon. We hope you feel some joy, oy, 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 oy. And meet a nice Jewish boy, oy, 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 oy. And call your mom this year and tell her that you learned something new all about Jews. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Shayna Blass. Please put your hands together for our bass player, Andrew Musselman. Amazing drummer, Phil Thomas. And the piano man himself, music director Jacob Fueltime. Thank you to Marsha Belsky and Harry Wood for helping me with the script. That is all for us. Have a great holiday, no matter which one you celebrate. Hag Hanukkah Sameach. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Thank you for joining us at the Millennium Stage. For more information about our programs, please visit us online at kennedy-center.org or on Facebook. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your evening at the Kennedy Center.